Hi guys, welcome to another episode of
Thriving After 30.
I'm Priya.
And I'm Kayla.
And today we're going to be talking about love beyond Valentine's Day.
Yes, so with Valentine's Day coming up, it comes with a lot of noise about what love should look like, who should have it, and where we're all meant to be by now.
Exactly. And the truth is that pressure doesn't disappear just because you're in a relationship. It just shows up in different ways.
For some of us, Valentine's highlights singleness, and for others, it highlights expectations, romance, perfection, or performing love in a certain way.
Exactly. So today we wanted to have a more honest conversation about love, not just romantic love and not just one day of the year love, but love in all its forms and seasons.
We're talking about love beyond timelines, beyond relationships, status, and beyond what social media says it should look like.
Tell them again, because whether you're single, partnered, healing, or evolving, love is bigger than Valentine's Day.
Yes. Let's get into it.
Get into it. Let me go get my coffee. Can we talk about how Valentine's Day on social media can feel like a performance? Because I don't think that pressure just disappears just because you're in a relationship, even if it is a healthy relationship. When I was on social media, obviously I haven't been on there for a while now, I definitely felt that there was this need to post something on Valentine's Day. It didn't have to be like the whole shebang. Yeah, this is what I got. This is what, do you know what I mean? The shoes, the bag, everything.
Yeah.
It was just about literally just showing something. It could be like the front of a card. Like,
yeah, just showing that you did something for Valentine's.
Yeah, it was more about showing, yes, I'm in a relationship. We're still good. He is still here. I'm still here. It wasn't about showing everything. Some people are about, oh yeah, look, you know, this is everything
the
that
whole
I got.
Day, yeah.
Exactly. I also used to feel like I wanted my partner to post me as well. Because back then it made me feel more valued for some reason.
Yeah.
But if I'm honest, that was the younger version of me, because I haven't posted anything on Valentine's Day for years now. And I actually prefer it that way, because I don't like people preying on my business. What I do or don't have. You might see me going on holiday. You know, I did post that stuff when I was on social media. But when it comes to personal things, I find that sort of visibility very intrusive. And I feel like on Valentine's Day, you know, obviously you're single, but you've been in a relationship. I feel like it can be like a competition.
Yeah, 100%. Yes.
Who's got the biggest bunch of roses? Who got flown out? Who did the most?
Whose man loves them the most?
Yeah, exactly. Whose man loves them the most? Who's got two gal going at one time? Do you get what I'm saying? Who's posting the same man? There's a lot of pressure, especially on men, to show up. Like, I feel like there's a lot of pressure on men to show up on that day. It's just a lot, social media, when it comes to Valentine's Day. There is definitely a lot of pressure. How do you feel like being single?
So I'll be honest, I'm a bit of a Scrooge when it comes to Valentine's Day. I always have been. And if I'm being totally honest, why? I think it's because I've had shitty Valentine's Days. Like, I cannot tell you. And that's even when I've been in relationships. Like, I don't think I've ever had like, oh my God, a Valentine's Day. I've not had it. And again, I agree with the whole, I wanted to be posted. I wanted people to know I'm in a relationship. But I think for me, my thing was, because I hadn't, obviously in my 20s, I wasn't in a relationship. When I got into my first proper relationship, I did want to be seen. Like, I wanted people to know I existed, and I wanted people to see me like, look, I'm finally in a relationship.
Yeah.
Now so much, obviously I'm not on social media this year, so I don't feel like Valentine's Day is really going to affect me this year as much, like, because I can't see it.
You can't, when it's in your face, it's different. When you don't, if social media wasn't there and it was just like, you just celebrated Valentine's Day, there was nothing to look at, I feel like a lot of people wouldn't feel so shit about it.
Yeah.
And there wouldn't be so much pressure, because it is like, it's just it's so in your face.
Yeah.
Like, wherever you look, TV, social media, in general, it's all in your face.
I think for me though, and the reason I say I've had shitty Valentine's, like, don't get me wrong, like, I'm not an ungrateful person, but for me, and not just Valentine's, any type of like affection, like a show of affection, I want it to be meaningful. There's just been no thought behind any of my Valentines. And that's the main thing for me. And like when you do see some of these couples where they're going all out and you think, oh, like, does my man not love me enough to do that? And I just think, obviously a lot of it is for show, but when you see some of the things out there, you're like, that man really put thought into putting that together.
It is very nice when you think, but I do feel like everyone's different, isn't it? Some men really, you know, they put in work.
Yeah.
And some men are a bit more chilled out. They're like, well, you know, I'm your man regardless of Valentine's Day. Valentine's just a day. But I feel like as a woman, even though you want to feel good, like every day should be Valentine's Day, as they said. But that day you want to feel like extra special. Let's be honest. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
I would just like someone to put that thought into it. Like, I don't expect like £100 bunch of roses. I just want to know that you didn't just shit the night before. Let me go and get some flowers. Let me quickly make a dinner reservation. Like, show me that you actually put thought into.
Can I just say something? I want the big, massive bunch of £100 roses. £500. Yeah, I do. Like, I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm quite silent about, you know how I am. I don't like, I think that's a bit of an issue with me. It's like, I can do it. If I want it, I can do it. Do you know what I mean? Where actually, if I was being real when I thought about it, yeah, those roses look really nice. Would I like those roses? Yes, I would like those roses. But I know what you mean. It's like, the shitty little roses that you've just run around the corner and got, I'm not ungrateful for that on a normal day. It's funny because my friend was saying that to me the other day. You know, I expect roses from the florist, the proper bunch of roses. And then when she said that, I was thinking, but flowers are flowers. Like Marks and Spencer's flowers are really nice. But now when I've actually sat down and deeped it, I thought, no, actually, it's one day a year. Yeah. You can go that extra mile and make sure that I feel good.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you should drop hints about what you want or expect, or you think it should just be natural?
I think it should be like, all right, so this is where I say what I'd like I say, is a sentimental thing. I want that card that you've gone onto Moonpig and personalised with pictures of us and that you've wrote like this heartfelt, write me a poem, bitch. I want a poem.
You know what? Yeah,
I want a poem.
My partner does do really nice, thoughtful cards.
See,
like on my birthday, he done me a really nice card. Like the words were really thoughtful and the pictures and it all told a story. And I thought, oh, that's really cute. But I'm not a card person. I don't want to write you a card. Does that sound really bad?
Everyone's different. Like I say, I'm sentimental. For me, I like things that I can look back on and remember. I love pictures. Like, I love cards. I've got a box on top of my wardrobe which has like cards that people have wrote. Like, I've got cards from my nan. From when I was little. This is really
bad, but I don't like cards.
So that's me.
And I think it's I know. But you know what? I think it's a really nice thing. You know, when people look back and they're like, "Oh, I got this card when I was sweet 16, 30." I'm just really bad. I think it's trauma. Like. But yeah, like I feel like with me. And I do think it's a trauma response just because like showing affection is really hard for me. So I find like writing something down in a card, it takes a lot of effort. Like I can love you. Like I can really love you. My friend, it could be anyone. But when it comes down to writing something in a card, I find it really difficult. So I'm not a Valentine's card person. I'll receive, but please don't. I want
to be romanticized. Like I'm still.
Sing to me, baby.
Yeah, if you want to listen, if you want to sing to me, sing to me. You want to play me a song. You want to take me to dinner and have me like serenaded with violins, like all of that stuff. Cute. Yeah, like I want that, you know, like in the movies where you see them go on these like amazing dates. That's what I want. Like, I've always said this, I'm a Disney princess at heart. Like, I grew up on all the romance films and Disney princess films and all that. And I still believe I'm going to have a fairy tale life one day. I just haven't had it yet.
Yeah, I feel like you will get your fairy tale. You'll get your little Disney story.
I will.
You will get it. And I feel like for me, before I never was into that, you know, play the violins, get someone to sing to me, get me the big bunch of... I've never been like that. But definitely as I've got older, now I'm like, I want all of these things. Yeah. Where before I'd be like, it kind of cringes me out. Where now I'm like, I want that. And I think it's hard for me, especially being in a relationship with someone for so long, for them to now understand that this is what I want when they're used to me being like, oh no, you know, I'm not really into that. And now all of a sudden I'm like, yeah, get me this. Or, I want you to sing to me, baby. Do you know what I mean? Rub me your hot bath, rub my feet. Do you know what I mean? Where before I'm like, don't touch my toes. And like, I have changed.
Yeah, you're growing up.
I'm growing up.
Yeah, you're growing up. Like in my 20s, I was not really, not that I wasn't asked about Valentine's Day, but I'll be real. I used to watch certain people on Valentine's and I used to think like, I'd laugh because I'd be like, but your man's in my DMs the next day.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, you're just showing that affection on one day. Not that I was laughing at the girls, obviously, but I just used to laugh at the thought of love.
Yeah.
Because it'd be like...
It is a bit of a joke.
It is. But at the same time, I still want it. So maybe it's a little bit of jealousy in there as well. Like I was jealous of these girls being able to show that they were getting this affection. And I couldn't...
Natural. It can be
I couldn't show anything.
Natural. Yeah, exactly. It's natural. I feel like when you see things in your face, and most women want to be in a relationship, let's be real, they want that person that loves them, they want their person.
Yeah.
And when it's just rubbed in your face, it's like, I want my person, I would like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So when I say about like, obviously like seeing everyone else, I do remember there's been this... Do you remember like Vine days? Like before proper social media, you had like Vines. And there used to be this video that went around and it was this little boy on the bus and he was like playing the drums like on himself and he's singing a song like Valentine's is coming. You are sitting at home lonely. And I post that every year. Like with my single ass, I post that every year because I'm fucking lonely.
That is jokes. I need to see that. I haven't seen that.
You will see it this Valentine's Day.
Oh, that is funny. But let's talk about loneliness because I feel like, you know, Valentine's Day can be lonely. Being single in general can be lonely. But I think something that doesn't get spoken about enough is loneliness within a relationship.
Yeah.
And this isn't just about love or commitment. It's more about life getting busy. Like you could still be showing up together. You're still a team, but like conversations change.
Yeah.
And it becomes more about like logistics, work, bills, kids, what needs to get done. And that can be very lonely. You're basically not worrying about how that person feels emotionally. And it's more like routine, especially when you have been in a long-term relationship. And sometimes you don't even notice these things happening. And it can be very lonely. And I feel like some people just think because you're in a relationship, you're not single, it's like, oh yeah, how can you be lonely? You go home to someone every day. When naturally, when you're in a relationship, people get busy. And it is so important to make time for each other.
Yeah, I think obviously being single can be lonely, but like you say, being in a relationship
can be lonely.
It can be lonely, and sometimes I think as well, like for myself personally, when you start falling out of love with that person as well, like you can be so lonely in there. And in the words of Whitney Houston, I would rather be alone than unhappy.
Look at you with your lyrics today. She's trying to get signed, guys.
Yeah.
She's trying to get signed.
But I think, yeah, like the loneliness in relationships, it cuts deeper than the single loneliness. At least when I'm single, there's a reason for my loneliness.
Oh, yeah, 100%. But when you're in a relationship and you're not happy and you're just riding the wave, it's just not a nice place to be.
No, it's a horrible place to be.
I feel like, sorry.
As I say, it's a horrible place to be because it's like you said, being in a relationship, you're in a partnership. You should be too happy to some extent. How can you feel alone laying next to somebody every night?
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of women can relate to this. I feel like it's so common, especially when a relationship's coming to like the end and you're just there like...
Contemplating life.
Like, yeah.
What am I doing
What
here?
am I doing here? But I don't want to be alone. But because it does like seem lonely to be single. But as we said, you can be lonely in a relationship. You can be lonely outside of a relationship. It's like what loneliness feels better.
Yeah, pick your struggle.
Pick your struggle. Do you know what I mean? But I definitely feel like people don't talk about it enough, especially people. There are a lot of women out there that are lonely in relationships, especially when you've got kids as well.
Yeah.
And you're just trying to ride the wave. You've got this stigma around single parent households and wanting to raise your children with both parents. And when you're not happy in a relationship, that can be put you in a horrible, lonely position, which can be really exhausting. And I feel like people don't talk about that enough.
Yeah, I think it's like I say, we've touched on this before of the difference between sort of being in a relationship and still feeling like a single parent in a relationship as well, and actually being and staying. I think we talked about leaving a relationship, whether it be someone that you've got kids with or without. Not, how like the difference between what's harder, not what's harder, but the comparison between them. And it is a thing. It's like you want it to work, and especially like when you've been with someone long term, you want it to work. But when it stops working, like I think sometimes we have to remember love isn't always enough.
Love isn't always enough, and women check out emotionally a long time before they even decide. Like, this is it. I'm going.
Yeah.
And I feel like women try.
Oh, we exhaust every avenue before we leave.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So when a woman leaves, trust me, she's been trying to do what she needs to do, especially when she's got kids. Let's talk about healing after love. I feel like there's this misconception that just because you're in a healthy relationship, that means that your healing is done, when that's not actually how it works. Healing continues, not because of the relationship, but everything that you've been through before that relationship.
Yeah.
And like being single, and I know that, you know, you've been through a lot of trauma in relationships in the past. Like, how do you feel like you're healing now? Like, what does healing look like for you?
So I'm not going to sit there and say I'm fully healed. I don't think, like you say, don't think you're ever fully healed. And
how long have you been single for now?
So I'm been single. It's come up to 2 years now.
Wow.
Since I was in like a proper relationship, and before that, it took me 11 years before I even had a relationship from my son's dad.
Wow.
So, like I've dated in between, but like
a proper relationship.
Yeah. I think you don't ever really heal from trauma. Like every day can get better and you can get on with your life, but you can still get triggered by things. I still get triggered by photo booths.
You can still get triggered by things.
You can still get triggered by things.
We'll do a whole nother episode on trigger, yeah?
But like, and it is a thing, like you do feel like every day that there can be things that trigger you, but then also you can look back on it and be like, thank fuck. I'm not in that anymore. Like you can be grateful. I'm very, very grateful to my last relationship that he broke it off, because of the fact that I don't think I ever would have left.
It's hard to leave.
Yeah.
Especially when you're comfortable, especially when there's kids involved. It's just hard to leave. And especially when you have this hope inside that things will just get better.
Yeah. And I always said to you, I think for me, my problem was, it was, like I said, the first relationship after my son's dad. And it was the first time my son was seeing me in a relationship. And I never wanted to, like sometimes you see some women who go through men after men after men, and they've got kids, and then this one's got this stepdad and that stepdad. I never wanted to be that woman. So I never had men around my son. And then for me to allow somebody into my life.
It's a big thing.
Yeah.
It's a really big thing.
So that was another reason why I was like, I didn't want to give up on it. I didn't want to be seen as a failure again. But yeah, like I'm grateful that ended.
You're not a failure.
No, but you do feel like that in that moment. It's like I couldn't keep the relationship with my son's dad. He didn't have a family. No, I know, but like he didn't have a family home, and that was a real thing for me as a child. Is I came from a broken home, and I never wanted my kid to come from a broken home. Like I had. We've spoken about like identity and stuff like that, but I obviously, as a mixed race person, I saw both sides, like my white family and my black family, and everyone in my white family had these very stable homes, married and all of that, and my black side of my family didn't have that. So I kind of always leant towards the fact, seeing that happy home, I wanted my child to have that, and I couldn't give it to him. And like, yes, I was young, but I felt like a failure for that. So then when I then got into my next relationship 11 years later, I tried to force it to work.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't think I would have left despite everything that happened. I was still in it. Sometimes some people, the kind of thing someone can do is let you go. And from that, I have grown. I've learned a lot about myself. I've healed to a point where I won't settle for certain things. If I see red flags in people, I don't overlook it anymore. When I've dated, obviously I've dated since, and like I say, I've had some great memories over the last 2 years and enjoyed my dating scene. But now, like I'm at the point where I do want to have a relationship again. Now I won't bypass red flags. If I don't see that
person's got their shit together.
Yeah, not even just that.
Not even just their shit together, but intellectually.
Yeah, if you don't stimulate me,
if you don't stimulate me. The thing is, it's not about, what you can give to me. It has to be more than that. You need to stimulate my mind. I need to be able to have a conversation with you. I need to be able to learn something from you.
Yeah, and I have to see like your surroundings, how you are on a day to day, like the amount of. Also for me, like one thing I've realized about me is I need someone, like I can't be with a too busy man. I cannot. Like I can't be with someone who can go 3-4 days without talking to me.
Oh no.
Like,
no.
It's just pointless.
No.
We might as well just be friends.
I can't do that.
Yeah. So there's certain aspects where I'm like I'm not trying to hear, I've been busy with work for 3 days. Yeah, get out of here. Because as far as I'm concerned, you will make time for the things you need, and it takes 2 seconds to drop a message.
Yeah,
that's always been like, I'm busy at times. Yeah, like even I said to you yesterday, I've got into a silly habit of just sending a thumbs up to let people acknowledge that I've seen your message.
It's about the acknowledgement, though, isn't it?
But it's also the fact, like I say, as much as it's a bad habit of me just sending thumbs up, and I know I'm going to come back to it, but it's just letting you know I've seen it. And
yeah, I'm not into that. I was busy, so I didn't get to speak to you for a few. It doesn't work like that. I don't believe it works like that.
No.
There's no ways you can even build a relationship and get to know somebody if you're speaking to them doing some long distance relationship shit, but they're down the road.
Yeah.
No.
It's ridiculous. And this I was saying, so like now I have certain boundaries and certain expectations. We spoke about this before about like in your 20s, your expectations being very low.
Yeah.
One thing that I learned from my last relationship is things I will tolerate, things I won't. Like there are certain things that I'm grateful, like that I experienced in my last relationship where I think, yeah, that's the kind of standard I am more of what I want now. So yeah, I'm not going to sit here and say
it was all doom
and gloom. I learned a lot. I learned a lot of lessons from it. And I think that's the thing, like now, so my healing journey, like I say, it's never going to end, but also now is instead of pouring into a man, I'm pouring love and energy into myself.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, so let's talk about like the romantic side. I feel like for me, as I've got older, I know I've mentioned this a few times, but romance for me has changed a lot. I don't really care about looks anymore. I like a good looking man. Everybody likes a good looking man. I feel like you can what is that word called? You can appreciate a good looking person.
Yeah.
And nice gestures. Back before, that was like a big thing for me. And I still like nice things now, don't get me wrong. But what I find attractive now is feeling safe and secure.
Yeah. Feeling
listened to, valued, and generally someone that makes me feel like, you're my person. Like that is important for me.
What does feeling safe look like to you?
So feeling safe for me, I don't just mean emotionally. I mean life-wise too. So feeling safe is knowing you don't constantly have to worry, knowing you can trust the decisions that person's making, knowing you're not always in a state of unease or overthinking about what's going on, just feeling uneasy. I need to feel safe in a relationship and secure that person has got it. And that I don't have to kind of
be
overthinking.
You don't feel like you're in survival mode.
Yeah, survival mode or having to be the man. Because I do feel like I know there people say about gender roles, but a man's a man.
Yeah.
A woman's a woman. And I feel like I don't have time to be being a man as well.
Yeah.
Especially with the childhood I had. We've been on these streets. Do you get what I'm saying? I've been a man. I've been through the trenches, yeah? Like, I've been through the trenches and back in the gully. So I've not got time to be doing that now. I need to feel safe.
So you've been in your masculine area and you're trying to be in your feminine soft girl era right now.
Exactly. In long-term relationships and at this stage of life, especially when you're in like your 30s, grand gestures, yeah, that's lovely and can be nice, but it's more about consistency as well. Mm-hmm. It's about showing up, the man showing up, a woman showing up in other ways that makes the person you're with feel settled and not anxious.
Yeah.
So as I said, like, even with like the feeling safe aspect, it's also about feeling considered, feeling supported, feeling chosen consistently. It's that sense of kind of like calm where you don't feel like you have to manage everything or hold everything together.
Yeah.
And that's what matters to me now. Like, that is what I care about. Looks, when you're younger, looks is such a big thing. Like, oh yeah, he can be good looking, but you can't string a sentence together, or you can't bring nothing you don't bring nothing to the table. Ain't no one, it can literally give you the ick.
Yeah.
Romance is not just how it used to be when you were growing up. Oh, he's really good looking. Oh God, he got me some flowers. Like, that's nice. But I need you to, even how a man speaks.
Yeah.
Like, do you know how important it is for a man to be able to articulate yourself? Because guess what? I can be ghetto, motherfucking fabulous, yeah? But when I'm in certain situations...
You can't be in Nobu telling me about Boss Man. you cannot.
Just don't. I find it really... I can't tell you what it does to my soul when a man can't speak or can't conduct himself in a certain way. I find it insane. And even your friends, like... I'm sorry, your friends say it a lot about you as well.
The people you surround yourself with, definitely.
Like, that, your friends can make me have the ick about you because this is who you think it's okay to be associated with.
Yeah.
And as I said, when I was younger, that didn't bother me. But now, that really would bother me. But yeah, I feel like romance has definitely changed as I've got older. And I feel like romance in relationships in general in this era have changed.
Yeah. See, for me, romance for me has never been about like gifts and what you get me. Like, don't get me wrong, everyone loves a gift. I love a gift. But romance for me is more about intimacy and like the little things. Like, come up behind me, like wrap your arms around me while I'm cooking and just kiss up my neck, and like little bits of affection, like rub my feet while we're sitting on the sofa together, run me a bubble bar. Like you say, it's these things, consider me.
But consider how I feel. Like, I feel like when you're younger, you don't really talk about what makes you feel good. And I've learned, especially being in a long-term relationship now, I've had to tell my partner, this is what makes me feel good. As in things that I like to do, sexually, emotionally, like, especially where I'm evolving. I used to feel a bit like embarrassed about talking about these things, but now I'm like, listen, this is what I like. You need to get down with that. Otherwise, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
Because we're older now. Like, you need to be, it's so
your
important.
needs and wants change as you get older.
Your needs and wants change. And I can't tell you how important it is to be able to speak to your person about meeting your needs.
Yes, I do. I think it is
sexually,
very important.
mentally, emotionally.
Yeah, it's very important. Like, one thing about me, I feel like I've never been shy to talk about what I want sexually. Emotionally, yeah, I struggle to tell someone because I feel like I'm being cheesy, or that sometimes I can feel like I'm being too much for asking. But then one thing I've realized is I used to get embarrassed for asking things, but I was actually asking for the bare minimum.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. Is like, if someone makes you feel uncomfortable to ask for the bare minimum, like,
they're not even going to get it.
They're not going to get it.
Not even at any point having a discussion with them about it. And you shouldn't even be dealing with that bare minimum. That's your sign. But sometimes it's easier to have that red flag flagging and you not waking up and seeing the red flag.
Yeah. But it's always going to be the little things for me. Like, I just want to feel considered. I want to be like complimented. I want to be made to feel like the only girl in the world. Like I've been in positions where I've not felt like my person is my person, that I've been cheated on and like been compared to other people. And it's a fucking horrible feeling when someone messes with yourself. Like, I know they say it's self-worth, but someone messes with your confidence and
it's not nice.
It's not nice.
Horrible.
It actually shatters your nervous system.
Your soul. It's I feel like we'll definitely do like another video about like cheating and stuff like that. But I feel like for me, it can destroy you.
Yes.
Especially when you like love somebody or are in love with someone or think you're in love with somebody and something like that happens. It's insane what it can do to you.
But you know what, like, it's insane because to rebuild that trust with that person, I don't think I ever was able to ever do that again. But also on top of that, when you then go into something new and you're single, you're just waiting for that to happen.
You're thinking, are you going to do the same thing that person done to me? And this is what we talk about, healing, even when you're in a relationship, because you've got to heal from what someone else has done to you to make sure that you don't bring that trauma into your new relationship. It's so deep.
Yeah.
It is so deep, but it is hard, like being in a, like, having someone do something to you and then having to rebuild that trust. It's difficult.
And that's why I say, like, my person, like, I need to be made to feel special. Like, I need to be made to feel like number one. And for some men, that might be too much for them. But for the right person, they'll understand why I need that. And that will be bare minimum to them. And I can make you feel special.
Yeah.
The right person.
Like, that's just normal. Like, what do you mean?
And that will eventually, it will get to the point where my nervous system will heal. And I won't feel like I need, like, I still would like it, but I won't feel like I need that all the time. But in the beginning, I will definitely need that reassurance. Like I say, I'm big on memories and like guys that listen. We covered this previously, where I spoke about a story where a guy bought me the flowers after I told him that I'd never really got flowers. To me, it's like, if I've told you something,
you've thought about it, you've listened.
You've thought and you've listened, and it's a little thing. And because I am that person, and I know you shouldn't expect other people to be how you are, but I remember things. You see, if you told me something about something you wish you'd done in your childhood, doesn't matter when, but I'll make sure we do that.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, I will. I'm that person. I remember I'm a proper lover girl. Deep down, don't get me wrong, I'm a gangster in the streets, but but like, you see, for my mans, I go the extra mile.
Yeah.
Like, I remember everything, even if I've got to take notes on it. And I'm going to surprise you with it at some point, like, so that you know that I listen to you, that I think of you, and I would love someone to do that for me.
Yeah, that is lovely. Oh, don't get me to start crying. I'll be your man.
It's just that my love don't cost nothing. Right, so Valentine's Day is all about love.
Love.
Love, love, love. Like, we see it everywhere. And you know what? For us single lot, it's about self-love.
Even when you're in a relationship, it's about self-love. Listen, you can't be letting yourself go for no man, you know.
But it's true. Self-love does have to continue in relationships.
Yeah.
We've spoken about this on the body image episode, where you can let yourself go in relationships.
Definitely. You really can let yourself go.
And it's definitely something I will never do again. I definitely let myself go. Like, recently I showed you a picture of what I looked like.
I can't believe it was you. I'm sure. You know, when I looked at that picture, I was like, have you edited this picture to make yourself look bigger? Because how was I looking extra slim and you were looking like the big friend?
I was looking big friend. But I was like, and I definitely let myself go. But when I talk about, as in like letting yourself go now, I'm not saying it in I need to not let myself go to look good for a man. It's about myself as well. Like, I actually get up now and I love the person I see in the mirror.
Yeah.
And like, I want to be like that all the time. I don't want it to be like, oh, well, because I've got a man, I don't need to love myself anymore. No, I still want to get up every day and look at myself and be like, Right, I love you.
Yeah, just because some people be like, oh, just because my man loves me like that. I used to be like that. Well, you know, my man loves me how I am. That's why I'm going to get my tummy tucked on. Actually, I want to feel good when I wake up every morning. And right now, yeah, you might like how I look, and I love how I look. But guess what? I don't want the hangy belly, and that is me giving myself that bit of. You deserve that.
Yeah.
Love yourself. Feel good in yourself. Don't let yourself go. Even when I say like about, you know, going and getting your hair done, go and get your nails done. I feel like it's very easy when you're in a relationship to become very comfortable that we are focused on, oh, well, my man thinks I look good. And he's not saying I'm getting big and round. Do you get what I'm saying? But it can become, you can lose yourself. I'm so glad that I've made this decision now. Like, even people have gone to me, oh, so what does your man think about you getting a tummy tuck done? This isn't my man's decision.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, but this is about what I want, how I feel. And what do you mean? Like, I get a bit confused when people are saying, so what does your man think about this? Like, what is he saying? Sorry. First of all, he ain't paying for my tummy tuck. And second of all, like, this is about doing something for myself that I've wanted for so long. Like, I've not seen my actual body since I was 16 because I had a child at 17. I've never been able to embrace my body and really like love my woman body. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like we women need to do things and to make ourselves happy.
Yes.
Go to that gym, take yourself out, have self-care days. You don't have, like, even going out to restaurants, take yourself out to eat. Don't feel like, oh, I'm not going to go out. I need a man to take me out to eat. Take yourself out to eat. If you want to go and, you know, do an activity, take yourself to activity. If you want to go on a holiday, oh, you know, I'd really like to go there with my man. Take yourself on that trip and go by yourself.
Yeah.
It's so important to be able to do things yourself and not lose yourself when you're in a relationship or when you're not in a relationship.
Yeah.
Be feeling sorry for yourself and eating down the house.
No, it's true. And for me, like one of my new self-love things that I commit to is I go and have a sauna and steam now. I've made that part of my like regular routine. Obviously at the moment I can't because I've just had my eyebrows done, but like it's something I enjoy. I go and do that and it's just that relaxation. I love sitting in a jacuzzi. I don't know what it is about a jacuzzi, but me in a jacuzzi, I can sit in it for hours. And it's something like, I've committed to is that I'm going to take care of myself, even up to like my skincare routine. I noticed as I was getting older, like as I'm getting older, like my skin isn't as flawless as it used to be.
Hair. It's so important. Like, I'm like, how have I got? I never used to get spots. Everyone used to be like, Pri, you've got such good skin. I've just been, I don't know what's happened.
Yeah, but I've invested like on. It killed my bank buying skincare stuff, but actually I've been sticking with it, and I've noticed a difference. Like my dark spots on my face are clearing up.
Do you know what? I spent all this money on these Claude products, and I've got 2 bottles now, so I've been going through it. It's meant to get rid of all of this. And if I'm being honest, before when I wasn't using any skincare, just about cream in my face, my skin was good, and now I started using all these products. I'm getting these.
Oh really?
Never
so
had any
mine's
issues.
The difference. I literally lived just using cocoa butter.
Oh yeah, now, that's mad. Cocoa butter's insane on the face.
I used to use it all over. I can't use cocoa butter at all. I have to use
That's
oil.
how you know you're black, when you're just getting greased up with a cocoa butter or Vaseline and getting sent out on the road. I wasn't that black.
No, I literally was cocoa butter and blue magic in the hair.
Funny, I was just Astra.
But it was cocoa butter and blue magic in the hair. I can't use neither of them now.
That's crazy.
Like I have to wash my hair with like sulfate-free shampoos and conditioners, and like I have to use oil on my body now because I noticed I was getting like dry elbows, and I'm creaming, but my elbows are still dry. Like I have to exfoliate my skin and shit now. I'm like, mate,
it's finest.
Yeah, self-love. Listen, I'm putting that work. I'm putting the work in with this body now.
So we're coming to the end now. Before we end this discussion, let's talk about hope for love. What are you hoping for when you fall in love again?
All right. So as much as I joke around and I always say like I'm probably just going to end up with a companion, it's not really what I want. Like I haven't lost hope. Like I'm still going to get my fairy tale. I'm still going to be the Disney princess. Like I just actually don't know what it looks like anymore. My original idea of like love and my future has definitely changed from how I see it now.
Yeah. It's going to continue to change because you're changing as a person. You're getting older. Your expectations change. I think it's crazy when people feel like you get with someone and then that's it. You're just with that person and you don't change. You guys just, you know, grow together. You can grow together, but people can grow at different paces as well.
Yeah. I definitely still feel like I've got some self-work to do before I'm like really ready for my person. Like this year, I've made a lot of amendments. Like I came off the dating apps, came off social media. I got rid of the sneaky links. Like yeah, you know, like everyone has that like one person in their phone that like on a lonely night we like.
It's nice to have a little. It's nice to have a little sneaky link though, especially when if you're not in a relationship. It's nice to have that. Let's be real, okay? Everyone has their needs, okay? You can go and satisfy your own needs. There's many variety of toys and things out there available.
If you need recommendations.
Yeah, there's these roses going around. Girls, get yourself a rose. It's fantastic. Don't need no man to give you a rose.
But many roses we're taking this Valentine's Day.
Literally, there are ways of doing like satisfying yourself, but of course, it is nice to have someone on the side that you don't necessarily aren't actually in a relationship, but you have an agreement.
I think
it makes it a bit easier, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because then it's like, I'm not forcing this with you. Like we both know what it is.
Yeah. But my problem is I am a eggs all in one basket.
You fall in love.
I don't fall in love, but I get feelings.
Oh, you get feelings.
I get feelings. But no, I can like I've done casual before, but I can't do long-term casual.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. Like there has to be a cutoff point of when this casual ends. But like this year, I came off the dating apps. I've now fully like got rid of any
sneaky
links. Yeah, like everything's gone. My phone is dry, and I am genuinely putting this focus into me now because I am an eggs all in one basket person. I catch feelings. I can only do casual for a certain amount of time. But yeah, I want to focus on me fully now. I can't have any outside distractions. And as I've spoke about before on the ADHD episode, I have a sex addiction and I'm very aware of it and I can get caught up. So I need to focus all that energy not in another person and into me right now and heal a bit more.
I love that. That is so sweet, isn't it? Yeah, man, you got to heal and put the love into yourself.
Yeah.
And just see where 2026 takes you. Just take a breather, enjoy it. You've got a lot to do this year. And the stuff that you have got to do requires you to put a lot of attention into yourself rather than giving that energy and the emotions and all of that into somebody else right now.
Yeah. All right. So I don't want to end this on like a doom and gloom, but 2026, we're not dwelling on Valentine's Day. All right. We're trying to embrace it because I know that once the self-love and the healing journey is well underway, I'm going to find someone that's going to make every day feel like Valentine's Day. So I'm wishing everybody out there a happy Valentine's Day. Mine soon will too come.
Yes, and Valentine's Day doesn't define your worth. Like, it's just another day. And as Kay said, your man should treat you good every day, not just on Valentine's Day, but on Valentine's Day, he should make you feel extra, extra special.
So we're hinting to Priya's partner, £100 roses.
£100 roses. I want rose petals on the floor, yeah? But yeah, we hope everyone has a lovely Valentine's Day, however you spend it, if that's with your man, your girls, your kids, whatever that looks like. And yeah, we'll see you on another episode of
Thriving After 30.